to this happy place, welcome.
Well, if you stuck around this long,
Whoop, whoop.
we appreciate you, and also sorry. Because we aren't
I'm
consistent.
not sorry.
We're not consistent as we used to be.
Oh, well.
But welcome to another episode of the Dreaming of Disney podcast. This is Tim. And I'm with my beautiful wife, Adrienne,
Hello.
for episode
100.
100.
Yes.
100 episodes.
We made it. You know what? And I don't care if it took us double the amount of time as maybe we thought it would. We did it. Like
We did.
I don't know. Okay, wait. It would be very well. It wouldn't be very hard to figure out when we should have hit this mark. You know what? Should by
100 weeks.
Should by whose standards? Am I right? We never said we're going to do this every week without fail. We never said that. We said we're going to have some fun.
That's true.
And we're going to
It's
do
true.
this. And you know what? Life is busy and crazy, and we've got 4 kids. And we don't want to put out an episode when we're not feeling it because that's not fun to listen to. So we do it when we feel it.
No words have been truer said. That's not how you say that phrase.
But so we started in March.
I'll let you know when we started. I was just looking up.
No, I want to see if I'm right. I believe we started in March of 2022.
March 5th, 2022.
Ooh, because we went to Disney World
Mm-hmm.
in February of 2022. And before that, we had like joked a few times. You had a few years before that. We're going to do a podcast about something different.
Yeah.
And I didn't even, when you said that, I didn't even know like what podcasts were. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? You just like talk about what? Like,
Just talk.
I didn't listen to podcasts. I didn't listen to a podcast until we were going. I knew what they were. I take that back. I had like listened to maybe like 1 or 2, but not consistently. And like, so I knew what it was because we had joked about like talking about Disney all the time or like starting a Disney podcast like a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we were planning our trip to Disney World, I started listening to the Disney World is Awesome podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like binge listening to it. Me and the boys were listening to it all the time.
Hey, TJ, Matt, and Landon.
Hey guys, we still need to meet Matt and Landon.
Yeah.
We have met TJ, and he has been on this podcast. And then we have met him in
Multiple
person.
times. He's our most
What?
recurring guest.
Twice. He's been on twice.
Twice. The only time.
It was a third almost happened,
Yeah.
and it didn't.
And then it did it.
We'd still love to get all 3 of them on.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But anyways, so we were like binge listening to it to try to like figure out, you know, how to go about our trip.
And it's kind of interesting that you picked Disney World's Awesome podcast when their tagline is not experts.
Well, I didn't know when I start. Okay. Well, I followed TJ on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the country started during COVID, right?
Mhm.
Like, so I started just following his videos from the, you know, oldest, middle, youngest. Like we have 3 boys and
Yeah.
like, so,
Mhm.
and the boys thought they were so funny, our boys. And then one time in a story, he mentioned that he had a Disney World podcast. And so I looked it up and, you know,
The rest is history.
and the rest is history. And then I told you about it. You started listening to it. So, and then when we went to Disney World, we already talked about Disneyland so much. And then we just had like so much to say.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. I think it was before our trip that I joked about it with you.
Yeah, it was before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was like I was what's the word? Embarrassed. There we go. I was like,
Yeah.
it's not scared. I wasn't scared. I was like embarrassed to tell you that I thought about this. I actually talked to the boys about it first and joked about it with the boys first. So,
Hey, you know, be cool.
so that they would like
We start a band together.
start band.
Podcast.
But you didn't think, because I thought you were just gonna think it was a stupid idea. But you didn't think it was a stupid idea.
Here we are, 100 episodes later.
But you did kind of brush it off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I knew, you were like, so I ordered some podcasting stuff. And then after Disney World, we just had so much to say.
Yeah.
And so we're like, let's start it. And we actually recorded our first episode that we recorded was our recap of our trip. But we didn't want to post that first because it was like, who are these people? What,
Yeah.
And we were pretty negative.
Yep. We were.
And yeah, but like I was looking back and like one, I feel like we like hit the ground running kind of like we had a lot to say,
We did.
and
We
like
covered a lot of different topics that first like year and a half.
and like it was very, I remember the first couple of minutes starting, we were kind of like, what do we do? But like only a few minutes. And then
Yeah.
we just kind of,
They just went into it, just started talking.
I think it helped that we've been doing this for years without a microphone.
That's true.
But yeah, like it was always very easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not come up with ideas.
Yeah.
But like once we get talking, we have a
just-
hard time stopping
That's true.
talking about
Be like,
Disney.
we're tired. Let's just do a quick episode tonight.
And then it's like an
And
hour
it's
and a
an hour and a half. Usually those are our longest ones. We're just like, we don't really feel like it tonight. Let's just.
Like tonight. Not that we didn't feel like it, but we're like, what are we going to do for our 100th episode? And I'm like, let's just like reminisce.
Nothing special. Nothing to like.
Like nothing really
Benefit our
planned out.
listeners or
No,
anything.
just for us.
Just for us. Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, but like I was looking back. I listened to like snidbits of different ones.
You listen. What?
Snidbits.
Snidbits?
Yeah.
Snippets.
Snidbits.
Snippets. Not
Snippet?
snidbits.
No.
Snippets.
Snippets?
Snippets. Like snip. Like you snip like a short portion of it. Snip.
No.
Snippets.
Snippets?
Yes,
No,
snippets.
it's not.
Yes, it is. It is snippets. It is not snidbits. It is snippets.
No. Snippets. Sippets. Snippets.
Now you're just saying words, making up sounds.
Snippets.
Snippets.
No, snippets.
Snip.
Okay,
Bits.
tell us what it is.
It is. I'm telling you right now. It is snippets. I'm gonna Google it.
I'm like,
So-
no. Okay, I'm laughing so hard.
Snippet. It's in the dictionary.
No,
Yes.
no.
SNIPPET.
I'm still gonna-
A small piece or brief extract.
I feel
Snippet.
like I feel like Nick Miller right now. Okay, one, about 98% of the time, you are the one who says things wrong, and maybe 99% of the time. So that's why I'm laughing so hard, because this is like the 1% where I'm saying something wrong. And I feel like Nick Miller, what does he say? I can't think of anything, but he's
But what were you saying? Snidbits? Snidbit?
snippets. I don't like snippets. I'm going to keep saying it the way I've always said it.
Snidbit? I'm gonna get a snidbit of this cookie. What's a
Who says
snidbit?
snippet of a cookie? No one even says snippet of a cookie.
Snippet.
Oh my gosh. I was listening to portions of different episodes.
Or use it in this phrase. A movie trailer is a short preview or a snippet of a film.
Snippet.
Snippet.
Okay, now it's just sounding. No,
Snippet.
let's move on. Let's move on. I'm going to still say it the way I've always said it because I'm old and set in my ways. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways. Now I don't even remember what I was going to say. I would be interested to listen back to episode 4, All Things Genie Plus.
We have multiple episodes about Genie
I know,
Plus.
but this was our first one after we had used it in Disney World, and we were just ragging because it's horrible. I don't know if you know that we're not fans, or I'm not a fan. Tim is like, Tim goes back and forth.
I'm gonna once you
Snippet.
snippet. Our top 5 episodes. I think you'll find.
Oh my gosh!
No,
I kind of want to.
Top 5, like most listen. Top 5 most listened to.
Okay, wait.
episodes.
I want to guess.
You gonna do that right now, or you keep going? What you're gonna say? Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna start with. You want to start 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
5 to 1. I don't even know if we'll get because there's 100 episodes. Okay, I'm gonna guess. No, I'm just gonna guess random ones. I'm not gonna do order.
Okay.
Just if they're in the top 5.
Okay.
Well, All Things Genie Plus, is that number 1?
It's number 5.
It's number 5.
Yep.
Okay. One of the Sounds of Disney?
Nope.
No. Oh, those are some of my favorites, especially the first time we did it. Can you do Disneyland without Genie Plus?
Nope.
We had a tip one about little kids. Tip. It's got to be early on, right?
I will give you these hints.
All right.
3 of the 5 are about Walt Disney World.
Psh, you guys, this is a Disneyland podcast.
2 of the
Not
5 are about Genie Plus. Actually, I take that back.
That makes
2
me
of the
sad
5
for Disneyland.
2 of the 5 are Disney World.
Oh,
Another 2 are Genie Plus, and 1 is a guest episode.
okay. I'm assuming Oh, hello, duh. TJ is the top. Is TJ the first?
TJ is the number 1 most listened to episode.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's got like 1 billion followers. So.
Hey
Hello.
TJ, we need you. We need
Can
you
you
on our
come back?
podcast again. Bring your followers.
Yeah, and let's bring him. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm over guessing.
Okay, most are number 1. Actually, I'm gonna start with number 5.
Okay.
Number 5 is All Things Genie Plus.
Okay.
Number 5 is our part 2 of our Disney World trip, recent one.
Our most recent one. Okay.
Just me and you,
Okay.
which it was Hollywood Studios.
Wait, is that the one where TJ's in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Is Hollywood Studios, Grand Floridian, and Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Number 4 is All Things Genie Plus. Number 3 is All Things Disneyland and Genie Plus Summer 22 edition.
Summer 22. Okay.
Number 2 is part 1 of our Disney World trip with TJ,
Okay.
which was Pop Century and Epcot. And then number 1 is
So our top 2 are the ones with TJ.
our top 2. And those are the only 2 episodes he's been on our podcast.
Okay. Yeah. You need to come back. You need to
Hey,
help us out,
TJ,
buddy.
we need you to come back.
Okay.
Come back to us.
Okay, wait. I'm trying to think of the summer of 22, what that trip was.
I don't think it was a trip. It was just,
Oh.
there was they changed Genie Plus a little bit then that year, I think.
22 would have been...
This episode actually came out September 5th, 2022. So I think we did do a trip that summer.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. That wasn't Georgia's first trip. No, Georgia went.
Georgia
Okay.
was a little over a year old.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I think that's when she wore her her Cinderella dress, right?
No. That was her very first trip.
Oh, okay.
That was the summer of 21.
Oh, okay.
Because Disneyland reopened Was it the day she was born or the day?
It was April 21, sometime around there.
It was like.
It was over a year. They were closed for over a year.
I want to look it up because I almost feel like it was, beautiful moment when she was born. No, I don't know. Hang on, I gotta look it up.
So what were we talking about? You were talking about something, and then I sidelined you with the top 5 most listened to episodes. But yeah, I listened to.
Oh, April 29th. So she was 2 days old.
I re-listened.
Oh wait, no, this is April 30th. 3 days old.
Can I talk now, please?
Okay.
That's all right. No, you can interrupt me. It's okay.
I don't know what I mean to say.
I re-listened to our Disney World recap from this year. And, we did something different. We recorded inside the park. Mm-hmm. And obviously TJ was on it, so that made it that much better, apparently.
We just can't function without.
Maybe this should just be like a, second podcast for him or something. I don't know.
Or a third.
Yeah, that's right. He had 2 other ones.
Wife.
But that one was a favorite of mine. One that I forgot about that was really fun.
I know what you're going to say. Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
With Tony?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, with my former coworker, Tony Cabrera, who is a anchor and reporter at the ABC station, ABC 7 in LA. And he has some friends who like to go to 21 Royal, which is the exclusive dining experience above Pirates. So it's not Club 33, which is where you have to have a membership. This one is
you have to pay $18,000.
You have to pay $20,000, and I think it's like a minimum of 10 people that you have to come with. And he has a friend who likes to drop that type of money on dining at Disneyland.
And since then, he has gone again with that same friend.
He's gone twice since then. So he's gone like 3 times.
Like, what does his friend do?
I don't know.
Like, what in the world? For a few hours that you would multiple times drop. Because I think he said when they went the first time it was 15,000, but he was like, I believe it's about to increase to 18.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it's around, 18, 20, whatever.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
I know. It's crazy. But that's a fun one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's
check
one
that one
you
out,
don't
you guys.
Get to experience or see a lot of those things because usually Disney doesn't allow you to. He couldn't take video. He could take pictures,
right,
but you couldn't take video. So it's something that you don't see a lot of. And so being able to talk about his experience and what it was like.
So let's see. What episode is that? Let the people know.
That was posted January 9th, 2023.
Okay.
Titled Go Inside the Most Exclusive Restaurant at Disneyland, 21 Royal. So that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. I want to listen back to the Splash Mountain ones.
Yeah, I was going to say that one too.
The recap that when I just went with my sister because I was worried. There was rumors it was going to close
in January.
In January or February or January, yeah, because she was coming with us in February. But we were like, we need to write it one more time. And so her and I just went for a day and we wrote it, I think 4 times. But that was really fun. Ended up, it didn't close then, and we wrote it again later, a month later. But then when we listened to, or when we were, we talked about it closing in Disney World. I'd like to listen to that one again. And then our recap of the last day. I still kind of can't believe that all happened. Like the podcast Mics for Magic that we were a part of, and then getting to go on the last day. Like we just said, that would be real. We probably even talk about it when we were talking about the recap not the recap. I'm sorry. When we're talking about it closing in Disney World, I I can't remember if it was on the podcast or just privately, probably both, where we were like, that would be so cool to go. But like, I don't know if we can. We've got 4 kids. Like, I don't know. And the second they announced the day that it was closing, like I texted my sister. No, my sister was here. And I was like, can you watch the kids this night? Like, can you watch them? And then she said yes. And I booked a hotel, like all within like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah. And that's a good episode. Like when it closed in Disneyland, because our experience was just awesome. You gotta go listen. You need to, where is that? It would have been in May of 23.
That was where, let's see.
June 5th, 2023.
Yeah.
But it was just such an awesome day.
That was a really good trip.
Yeah. So that's, I do not remember this. Oh, I just looked at one. Would you spend $115,000 on a Disney vacation? I'm like, what the heck is that? That was like the plane where they take you all to all the different ones in the world. Or whatever.
You're on a private jet and they take you to all the Disney parks all over the world.
Oh, and then when we had Moms with Magic, we had Bethany and Haley on. That was a fun episode.
We were going to have them on again too. I know Bethany has gone on a couple cruises.
Well, Haley went on.
Haley went on one. They went on.
Yeah.
They did the Disney Studios Burbank Studios lot tour.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
and we wanted to have them. Wanted to talk about all this. Just life is busy.
Yeah. One episode that made our top 10.
Okay.
Which I think is good. Grounds everybody is our. Not every Disney trip is a winner.
That was not that long ago. That was just back in May, right?
This was this year. It was May 13th.
Yeah.
4 months ago.
So that was right after we got back from that trip, too. We were like, we need to vent.
Yeah. That was a rough trip.
Oh, our poor babies.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a rough one.
Sickness and pink eye and...
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's
I
so
like,
stressful.
honestly, then when we went back in July, we took... our boys and then our nephew. I had like forgotten that we had just been there a few months before. It was such a blur and such a I know we talked about it in the recap, so I'm not going to go into detail, but leading up to it had been extremely stressful. And then the trip did not go as planned, and we weren't even in the parks as long as we thought it was a blur. And so we were talking about something like, oh, when were we here? And I was like, oh, it must have been in February. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, we were just here 2 months ago. But like it was like, it's like we blocked it out.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even really do anything.
No.
Like it was so messed up.
It was,
but
yeah.
But it's all right, whatever. Yeah, I want to, I'm looking. Live from Disneyland July. I haven't listened to that one either. I know we did some live snippets.
Live snippets.
No, I don't like it at all. Live clips when we were there in July. I haven't listened to that either. I really want to listen to the recaps of our trip in February to Disney World. I like I said, I listened to little bits today.
Little snippets?
No, just...
Some
snippets.
Snippets.
Shush.
That sounds like a chocolate candy. Like a snippet.
What?
I want a snippet.
I would
like
not eat that.
Chocolate, nougat's covered in chocolate and
what? Okay.
Peanut,
anyways.
little snippets of peanuts.
Okay. So, but yeah, I think we need to like revisit some tips, because
we haven't done a tip episode in a long time.
In a while. And, some people might not scroll down and listen to like a very old episode.
Well, they shouldn't because it's all different now. So,
well, not necessarily like tips for little kids.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I guess I was thinking Genie Plus.
We're kind of getting out of that
Right on that phase in life of having little kids at Disneyland.
Just give me a minute. Yeah, like we don't have to change diapers anymore at Disneyland ever again.
No.
And
Don't have to use the baby care center.
stab me in the heart, Timothy. Just go ahead. But yeah, it makes me sad. I actually remember the very last diaper I changed in a Disney park because I noted it in my mind.
But it's crazy how many I've seen this on Instagram. People have no idea about these baby care centers.
Yeah.
In the parks.
I don't know if I knew about it with No, I did. Did I know about it with Jack, his first trip? I think I did. I definitely did with Noah, his first trip, which would have been September of 2013. Yes, September 2013. So 11 years ago was his first trip. And I knew about it then because it was so stinking hot. And I'd go in there and nurse him because it was too hot to do it anywhere else. But yeah, I know they're always, well, not always, but I don't know. I was going to say they're always full, but that's not true. But, the one in California Adventure is definitely nicer. It's newer. The one in Disneyland, it's at the end of Main Street. And if you're walking in, so like towards,
it's by the
my mind just went blank.
The Plaza Inn restaurant.
Yeah.
Over by Star Tours.
Right, that direction. Not as far as Star Tours. It's at the end of Main Street on that side. But it like the door is really small.
Yeah.
So like carrying a baby and a diaper bag is like you have to squeeze in. Like I was just in there a couple years ago with Georgia, like, and it's like I had to like squeeze in. But still, it's air conditioning in the summer. You know, there's little high chairs, and you know, if you just need to feed your toddler and just want an easier place to do it, like
there's microwaves.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
But the one in California Adventure, it is over by Ghirardelli, and you know, it's newer, so it's a little nicer. But anyways, yeah, we should definitely think about what kind of tips we want to share.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know, you guys. Are there tips that you would like some refreshing on, or just tips?
Some snippets
that we haven't, covered or haven't covered in a while, or, even if we have covered it, we do not mind talking about it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let us know.
I was looking at some of our stats, and I was on Spotify, because we're on Spotify too. And they have this new feature to where listeners can leave comments on your episodes.
Oh, okay. Different than a review.
Yeah. So, Apple Podcasts, you can leave a review on the podcast as a whole. And then on Spotify, you can leave comments on individual episodes. And we got a comment. Just one.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And on our episode,
you guys are the worst.
Our episode, it's loading. Come on.
What is it?
It's not loading. I don't know which episode this one's from. It's Would You Rather. I don't know.
Okay, we did a couple of those.
Yeah. So I don't know which one it was. But Cameron Bright says, would you rather go to Disney World every day forever or stay in the castle for one night?
Oh my gosh. And is that like it? Like stay in the castle for one night and that's your only trip?
Well, he doesn't say.
I'm assuming because if you could go every day forever or stay in the castle for one night.
Well, I kind of read it as go to Disney World every day forever for free. Because if you can go forever, like every day, I would assume that you don't have to pay. or
Okay.
stay in the castle for one night. But then if you want to go to Disney World again, you have to make arrangements. and
Okay.
you gotta
All
pay
right.
and
Let's.
all that kind of-
What was his name? Cameron.
Cameron.
Okay. Let's say that is also your view, Cameron. Sorry if that is not what you mean, but that's how we're going to take it.
I already responded to him, but I'm interested to see what you say.
Did he post this like a long time ago and you just saw it?
About a month ago.
Sorry, Cameron.
And I responded 5 days ago.
Okay. Sorry, Cameron. Okay. Now, do I have to go every day or can I just get in whenever I want for free? Can we? Okay, wait. Read it again.
Would you rather go to Disney World every day forever or stay in the castle for one night?
And you're kind of amending it to every day forever for free or stay in the castle one night for free. And if you go again, you'd have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say stay in the castle.
That's what I said too.
Yeah, because I think you'd get sick of it every day.
That's the answer that I said.
Mm.
I said I'd stay in the castle for one night. Going to Walt Disney World every day may take the magic away.
Mhm.
Staying in the castle would be such an amazing experience. Because it's a one-on-one.
You just read that like that was the most amazing thing you've ever read.
It was
And you wrote it, and it wasn't
heartfelt.
That great.
You know what? At least I know how to say snippet.
Snidbit. Snitty bitty.
Oh my goodness, this is getting off the rails here,
I'm
guys.
gonna start. I just had a little snitty bitty.
Snitty bitty or what?
I just listened to a little snitty bitty of our episode. Okay. Anyways, this has been fun. We're done now. We're not going to do any more episodes.
This is it. Our goal was to reach 100. It only took us like 5 years, but we got here.
No, it's been 2.5. 2.5.
About 2.5.
2.5
Yeah,
years.
2.5 years. But
We're not done.
we're not done. You have a little something coming up here pretty soon.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
You're going to talk about it, or
No.
you're going to keep it a secret?
I'm going to keep it secret.
Okay, keep it a secret. Fine.
You'll
See
find
if I
out
care.
in 3 weeks.
But I was texting with TJ today saying you need to come on our podcast because we need more listeners. But they've been talking about doing a Disney World is awesome trip to Disney World in February.
They've been talking about that for like years. Come on,
Well, apparently
guys.
they've all agreed. Like, hey,
Make it happen.
This is happening now.
Okay.
So I was like, I texted him today. I was like, hey, did you figure out the dates?
Yeah.
That you guys are going to do that. And he's like, no, not yet. It's like, because apparently when they record, they're like, hey, let's record today. It's always last minute.
Yeah.
But they've been able to do that regularly for like the last 5 years.
I know. That's insane.
So, but I mean, they're all neighbors. I mean, but we're married. We're in the same house. So you think it'd be easier for us.
I mean, they live, close together. So it's really easy for them to spend time together.
But I thought it'd be fun. And he invited us
To come across
So,
the country.
across the country. I mean,
Did he invite us after you said, that would be fun if we could come?
It'd be really nice if we could come too, And he was like, "Oh, I get, yeah,
Sure.
sure.
I mean, anybody
okay.
can go.
No, they're inviting their guests. They're gonna have a Disney World.
So
is
we're not
awesome.
special. They're inviting like millions of people.
Yeah, but no, but it would be fun to do, whether it's with them or not.
Okay.
I've been having a very strong itch
Oh, me too.
to go to Disney World again.
I was actually going to talk to you about this today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like planning a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking just like something quick.
I was
Like-
actually thinking February. I'm not kidding.
Oh really?
Because 2 of our kids will have a week off in February.
And if it's just like a Thursday to Sunday, or even like a Friday. No, because we have to fly. And
We
it's
have
like
to fly with
takes
4
like-
kids. You know how exhausting that is? You're thinking this last...
Oh, you're thinking all of us, like the kids.
Oh, well, because we want to take the children.
Oh, I was thinking just us.
Oh, my goodness, Timothy. We talked about taking the kids back.
No, I know.
And who is taking these children when we go all these places?
I don't know. They're Jack is 14. He's gonna. Yeah, he just turned 14. He can take care of them.
Okay. I'd love to see that. I was
Okay.
thinking
No, yeah, that's fun too.
that we've been wanting to take them back, and Mr. Moneybags over here is apparently thinking that,
It would actually be cheaper if just
well, no.
us
I
went.
didn't finish. Thinking, you and I can just go, and then another time next year take all 6
Well,
of
we were
us.
thinking next year
Yeah, we
for
were.
all of us
Yes,
because
we
we have a non-Disney trip planned
I
to
know,
the East
but
Coast.
I wanted to make them both happen.
Oh, okay. You call me Mr. Moneybags. Got Mrs. Moneybags over here with your snidbits in your pocket.
What? Anyways, well, we can figure that out.
But the boys would be pretty excited to meet TJ.
All of them.
That's what I said, the boys.
No, all of Disney World is awesome.
Oh,
People,
yeah,
they would
that
be
too.
excited to meet Landon.
Well, they
and
were
Matt, too.
excited to meet. I mean, they knew of TJ first before
Yes.
the podcast.
And when we met TJ, I don't think we've ever shared this. I don't know. We may have. When we met TJ in person in Disney World, he recorded an audio message for our boys.
Yeah.
Was it audio or was it video?
No, it was video.
Oh, it was video.
Yeah. No, they got a kick
That's
out
right.
of
And so when we got home, we played it for them and him saying hi to them. And
that. Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. Well, we'll keep you. That would be really fun.
It would be fun.
We'll keep you posted if we do
Well,
that.
that slashes my dreams of thinking of staying at the Grand Floridian again. So
Let's just take the kids to the Grand Floridian. Oh, I want to smell. Hang on, let me grab my candle.
smell all my
I'm
candles.
gonna smell my candle. Hang on, I can't open it. Oh my gosh.
Do you need me to help you open it?
No. Oh. Smell it. I'm holding it up to the microphone.
The Grand Floridian smells amazing.
And
We
if
need
you
to
want to
go in.
remember the smell, if you stay at any of the deluxe resorts, I want to say I'm right on this. I apologize if I'm wrong. But if you stay at any of the deluxe resorts and then you want to remember the smell, go to the Grand Floridian and go into the place. Basin and white?
I think basin and white.
Basil.
Basil?
Basil? Basin
No, I
and
think
white?
it's basin.
Basin and white? Anyways, it's a gift shop.
It's like a really fancy Bath and Body Works.
Or Lush.
Or Lush.
Yeah.
Yeah. More like Lush.
And they have where you can make your own candles, and they have all these different scents, and they have scents that smell like the different deluxe resorts. And so I got Grand Floridian, and it doesn't burn well. It doesn't.
No, because it's like it had like a little wick in the middle, and you fill it up with those wax beads.
And I even took some beads out because I filled it up too high.
It needs another wick.
It's still, the wick isn't great, but it still smells good.
Yeah.
So even when we did burn it, it didn't give off a very strong scent.
Yeah.
But I can open it and smell it sometimes. So I do.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to go back. I want to go back so bad.
I know, I do too.
Yeah. So.
Well, anyways, I'm done talking about this.
Okay. It was nice. 100 episodes of the Dreaming of Disney podcast. We appreciate all of you tuning in week after week, sometimes month after month.
It has not been that bad. But even if you've only ever listened to one, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And if you've listened to two, the one, and then you've come back for this one, thank you.
Or if you're a new listener, you've found us on Instagram and you're like, hey, these guys are making funny reels and let's listen to their podcasts.
Or if you found us here and you didn't know, You should follow us on Instagram. Sometimes we post things.
Dreaming.of.disney.podcast.
Usually there's a big surge after a trip, and then we there's nothing. There's silence from us, and then we come back a little bit, and then
That's how it works over here. But yeah.
Oh,
What? Go ahead.
okay. So I feel like the last few episodes when we have talked about this milestone, that we were misinforming the people on a giveaway. The giveaway was not for 100 episodes. I think
I've been lied to. I thought that's what we were talking
No.
about. And so that's why I've been telling everybody.
I know, and I'm
now
sorry,
everybody's going to be upset and mad at me.
when we did a giveaway when we reached 500 followers on Instagram. After that, we got up to 700 pretty quickly. So we were like, hey, let's do one for when we reach 1,000 followers. Then we slowed down. Life got busy. We weren't as active on Instagram. Followers plateaued a bit. And so then I think somewhere, then the next milestone in our minds was 100 episodes, and it got kind of muddied in there. But the giveaway is for 1,000 followers.
We're at 861
Ooh.
right now.
Okay, so we need to start promoting it
Yeah.
because,
Or that last reel that I posted,
the Jafar one.
the Jafar one, the Family Guy Jafar one, it's gotten us quite a bit of new followers. So,
Welcome.
but I haven't really posted since then.
Yeah. Well, we have a giveaway. It'll be a nice little giveaway. For when we reach 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
We're not that far off.
No,
So
we're not.
follow
Less
us
than
on
200.
Instagram at dreaming.of.disney.podcast.
That's where we're at.
And share us, because then when we get to 1,000, you can enter the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And we will, as we get closer to that, announce what the giveaway is.
It's yummy. Just leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's a 3-year-old churro.
It's a gift card. It's a gift card to Smart and Final, so you can go buy some of the churros.
There's a episode. The kids watched the new Mickey Mouse cartoons, the ones that are the Ren and Stimpy animation style. And there's an episode of Mickey. She's trying to declutter his apartment, and Minnie is like, "You need to clean out some stuff, all this junk." And his prized possession is a churro from Disneyland, and it's all moldy and gross.
Ew.
Just thought of that.
That's
that was
you.
funny. That's me. That's what we're giving away. All right, it's bedtime. We gotta go to bed, guys.
That actually is what that means. It's telling me to go to bed.
It's 9:50 p.m. and we're already 30 minutes past our bedtime. So we're gonna.
Do I actually go to bed then?
No.
No. Maybe 1% of the time.
We got
maybe.
another hour before we're actually lights out.
It's just reminding me that I should, because I will be up early. So I should go to bed at this time.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking around for 100 episodes. We appreciate all of you. Here's for another 100 more.
Let's see if we can get to 200.
200.
Oh my gosh.
200 or bust. Here we go. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.